Good evening. Today I would like to talk to you about the Type 4 Bigfoot, also known as the ones that are more like a Relic Hominid. These are the ones where the face looks much more human. They are not described as a giant gorilla ape-like face or a chimpanzee monkey type face. These do not have the protruding snout of a gugwe. These ones, as you can see from the picture I have in the background, have a very human-like, kind of caveman prehistoric look to them. They still have a body very similar to a Type 2 or like a Type 1. They still get very big, although not quite as big as a Type 1. A little more human than they are gorilla, but they still get very big. Also supposedly very highly intelligent. They most closely resemble the Russian almas, and a lot of times are talked about the American almas for the most part. They're very similar to a hairy Homo heidelbergensis, which is a pre-human. Now, Bigfoot images are exceedingly rare, and as we go down this list of the different types of Sasquatch Bigfoot, it's getting harder and harder to find good imagery to represent to you folks. So I've searched the internet and found what I could. Thank you very much to those who created these images. You're helping everybody learn. But the Type 4, I guess, could be most closely representative as a Heidelbergensis or even a Neanderthal, but with a hairy type form, a dark skin type form, as opposed to a light skin as they're projected. These have a round head, not a conical point like the Type 1s, and also probably very intelligent, since they're the most human-like of these. And who knows if they are close enough in genetics to actually be able to crossbreed with humans, and that's maybe where some of their traits and features come from. They also have been reported to have anywhere from light just coming in facial hair to full-grown beards and mustaches. Their skin has been described as being pasty gray or black with a leathery appearance, somewhat like an ape. Where they fit in on our family tree, I don't know. They would have to be some kind of an outbranch, and in the last few years, if you've been following anything with anthropology, instead of it just being one lineage with links, it has many branches, and some of these branches actually interbreed to get down to where we are modern humans today. So something along a Heidelbergensis Neanderthal offshoot may be crossbred with some other kind of a Sasquatch species, who knows. We only have bits and fragments of the fossil record, and I'm of the belief that we only have 5 or 10% of our fossil record. I think if we really knew how many hominid or hominoid type species were walking around thousands of years ago, I think we would be shocked at how many different tribes and different types there are. Now, getting back to the Type 4, they are described as being 7 to 8 to 9 feet tall, kind of a classic Bigfoot-like appearance, but more human-like in the face. And some have even described it as a face that only a mother could love, or even like a Down syndrome type child look to their face, where they're not quite right. That could be due to inbreeding or just living in harsh climates. So they're most often reported in the Northeast. You get reports of all over the place in the United States of it looked very human-like as opposed to a patty or a chimp-like, but primarily you find these reports in the Northeast. So along Pennsylvania, New York, the New England area, going up into Canada, you get a lot of reports of these. Very little is known. I just wanted to thank you guys for tuning in today. Keep your eyes out, and please know that if somebody has a sighting of a Bigfoot that looks a little bit more human, that it is possible and people are sighting them. Thanks. Please like and subscribe.